Islam's defense overs. We'll share news with you about another Babur-class ship being launched for the Pakistan Navy. Details about Pakistan's Babur-class ships, including their weapons and systems, will also be discussed in detail. For the Pakistan Navy by Turkey's Asfet was officially launched into the sea. Named PNS Khaibar, this ship is actually the second one built in Turkey under the agreement made with Pakistan. Two ships of this series, PNS Tariq and PNS Badr, are being built at Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Works in Pakistan with Turkey's cooperation. Friends, the first ship of this series, PNS Badr, was officially commissioned into the Pakistan Navy about a year ago. Similarly, PNS Tariq has also been launched, and this ship will soon become part of the Pakistan Navy fleet as well. Asfet will officially hand over PNS Khaibar to the Pakistan Navy in the near future after the completion of its sea trials, where it will be commissioned. Pakistan's Minister of Defense signed an agreement with Turkey on July 5, 2018, regarding 4 Miljam-class corvettes. According to this agreement, 2 ships were to be built in Pakistan and 2 in Turkey. It should be noted that Miljam actually means national ship in the Turkish language, although outside of Turkey, this word is also pronounced as Miljem. These ships are equipped with various types of locally made Turkish systems and weapons, while the surface-to-air missile system used on them is European-made, which Pakistan has acquired directly from the European consortium MBDA. Now, let's briefly talk about the basic features of this ship, as well as its weapons, systems, and other important aspects. The President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and the former Chief of the Pakistan Navy, Admiral Zafar Mahmood Abbasi, finally finalized the project for the Miljam-class ships in 2018. These corvette-type ships are also known as Babur-class warships in the Pakistan Navy. Under this project, Turkey and Pakistan are jointly building 4 corvettes. This agreement marked the beginning of a strategic and defense partnership between Pakistan and Turkey, and gradually provided an excellent opportunity to break free from Western monopoly. Out of the 4 Miljam corvettes, 2 ships are being built in Turkey. The ones being constructed in Turkey are PNS Babur and PNS Khaibar. The other 2 ships of this class, PNS Badr and PNS Tariq, are being built at Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Works with the cooperation of Turkey. Under the same agreement between Pakistan and Turkey, the Jinnah-class frigates are also being jointly designed and developed. Under the Miljam project, PNS Babar, which was launched on August 15, 2021, will soon be commissioned into the Pakistan Navy. The contract for the Babur-class Miljam corvettes for the Pakistan Navy was signed between the 2 brotherly Islamic countries in 2018, while the keel laying of the first ship, PNS Babar, took place on June 4, 2020, its launching on August 15, 2021, and sea trials began on September 23, 2023. The first ship of this series, PNS Babar, was officially handed over to the Pakistan Navy on May 24, 2024. The Miljam corvettes being built for the Pakistan Navy, which are now also called Babur-class frigates, have a displacement of 2,926 tons. This is compared to Turkey's version, which has a displacement of 2,400 tons. This means they have a displacement slightly more than 2,800 tons and just a bit less than the 3,000-ton Sa'ar-class frigates. The Pakistan Navy's Babur-class ship is 108 meters long and can accommodate 93 personnel. Its endurance is 15 days, and the ship has a range of 3,500 nautical miles with a speed of 31 knots. Viewers, if we talk about the weapons on the Babur-class ship, instead of the previously planned 16-cell vertical launch system, a new vertical launch system is now being used. This will allow the European consortium MBDA's Albatros next-generation surface-to-air missile system to be fired. The Albatros uses a soft vertical launch system, which means that a cold gas generator is used to eject the missile from the canister. Previously, there were plans to use the Chinese Soft Edge 16 surface-to-air missile system on these ships, with the base version having a range of 42 kilometers and the B version reportedly having a range of 70 kilometers. However, the Albatros has a range of over 45 kilometers, and thanks to its active seeker, the Pakistan Navy's Babur-class ships will be able to engage more targets at the same time, something that wasn't possible with the semi-active radar-guided HQ-16.
Among other weapons, the Italian-made Ottoman 76mm Super Rapid gun has been installed on the Babur-class Miljam corvette. This gun can fire 120 rounds per minute. The ships will also be equipped with two 25mm stop remote-controlled stabilized naval guns and the Goktenis Close-in Weapon System, CIWS. Since the Babur-class ship does not have the Goktenis CIWS, it is also possible that the American CRAM Close-in Weapon System could be used on the Babur-class ships. Remember, these weapons are used for the ship's self-defense, not only to intercept incoming sea-skimming missiles and rockets attacking the ship, but also to intercept low-flying objects at short range. Friends, there is talk of using the P-282 supersonic anti-ship missile on the Babur-class ship. The ship has the capacity for 6 anti-ship missile launchers, although in the past there were also reports of the Khaibar cruise missile being used. However, it is likely that the Pakistan Navy intends to use the P-282 supersonic anti-ship missile on these ships. The range of the Khaibar cruise missile is said to be between 450 kilometers and 700 kilometers. Pakistan has also developed its next-generation version. The special feature of the Khaibar anti-ship cruise missile is that it can also be used for land attack purposes. Other systems and sensors include the Vulcan Advanced Combat Management System and the Aselsan Smart Mk2 3D Naval Search Radar. This radar has a range of 250 kilometers and, in addition to 3D target detection and tracking, it can also perform 2D surface target detection and tracking, target classification, and the detection and tracking of jammers. Additionally, these ships are equipped with the Alper navigation and low probability of intercept radar, which is primarily used for identifying objects on the sea surface. Keep in mind that this radar was developed by the Turkish company Aselsan and has a range of 36 nautical miles. It is especially used during wartime to detect enemy vessels without revealing its own position. Furthermore, the Babur-class medium ships will use a torpedo countermeasure system for self-defense. This system can track 6 different targets and create decoys accordingly. Electronic support and electronic countermeasure systems are also being used on these ships. The Babur-class medium ship will also feature a radar electronic attack system as part of its electronic warfare suite. Friends, the remaining 3 ships of this class from Turkey will be inducted into the Pakistan Navy fleet at 6-month intervals. The 4th and final ship is expected to be handed over to the Pakistan Navy in 2025. The inclusion of medium-class ships in the Pakistan Navy will certainly further strengthen its fleet. From last year to this year, Chinese-made Type 054 frigates have also been inducted into the Pakistan Navy. Meanwhile, the Turkish-made ships will use many European standard weapons and systems, which will undoubtedly diversify the Pakistan Navy's surface fleet. These ships will not only be effective in anti-surface roles, but will also prove highly capable in anti-submarine and anti-air warfare, ensuring the surveillance and protection of Pakistan's maritime boundaries. The induction of these ships into the Pakistan Navy and the joint efforts on the Jinnah-class frigate will further strengthen the bilateral relations between Pakistan and Turkey. We hope that through this video, you have learned a lot about the Babur-class medium corvette, its weapons, and its capabilities. See you in the next video. Please remember us in your